Yes, my name is Þorvarður Árnason, and I am an environmental humanist. I work for the University of Iceland, and I study climate change from the perspective of the various humanities and also from an arts perspective. Well, the most obvious issue is the melting of glaciers. So I live in an area where there's a big ice cap with many outlet glaciers, and they are all disappearing more and more rapidly. Uh, in other places in Iceland, we also have sea level rise, and we have more extreme weather events. Just this weekend, the ring road close to where I live was had to be closed for 2 days because the rains, there have been really strong rains. They had disrupted, broken the roads. Uh, and and then we have extreme winds causing coastal erosion and various other problems. I think there's several gaps. I think one important gap is the lack of skills by scientists uh, in communication. And this is because we're educated to do other things. We're educated to talk to our peers in academic journals and books. And communicating to the public is something that is neither encouraged nor rewarded by the university system. But then on the other side of the gap, we have a public that is, even though the level of education amongst the public in Iceland, and I assume in most other Western countries, is steadily rising. There are still serious gaps in people's knowledge, which would help them grasp the sciences behind the data, or the how to interpret the results of research by scientists. Yes, so at my small research center, we are experimenting with creating visualizations of the impacts of global climate change on the glaciers in our immediate vicinity. And we have been working on uh, one project which is about, in a way, visualizing the past. And this was resulted in a film called After Ice, which was premiered in 2021. And I think it's a very, of course, I'm not totally impartial, but I think it's took a very innovative approach, thanks to the efforts of Dr. Kieran Baxter. So for that particular film, our biggest success actually came because we decided to have it open access. And not only the film itself, which you can view for free online, but also we made some of the, or most of the sequences available for use for free. And this meant that they were have been picked up by numerous news outlets, BBC, CBS, CNN, and various others. So parts of this work have actually been viewed by millions of people. I think maybe the biggest finding um, that we've seen so far is how rapidly our glaciers are melting. And our glaciologists have been using data to make projections, and our biggest ice cap, which is now almost 7,500 square kilometers, almost 1 kilometer in thickness, where it's thickest, this is going to be gone. All have melted away within the time span of 150 to 200 years from now. I think this is if you understand that, then this is a realization that I think can make a big difference, can sort of make people think sort of in a more immediate way about what is happening. But also, sort of more on a more personal level, I think glaciers are not that good an example because they are so far removed from the vast majority of human beings. But I can personally speak to the disappearance of glaciers. And what I say to the people that come to visit me is that anytime I use the word glacier, then substitute this in your mind for something that you cherish, whether it's something natural, something cultural, something social, because that thing that you love is going to be and is being impacted by climate change. And it could have the same fate as my glaciers.
Thank you.